been in vain? Is my trouble in vain? No, of course not. It's not all in vain. 'Cause after all, Lady Devine. Lux, 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 Lady Lux, Lady Lux. That's her name, don't wear it out. Lady Lux, Lady Lux. That's her name, don't wear it out. Hopping out the bed, right? Gotta get my tummy tight. I'm gonna get my body wrapped today. That means you going right. Let's send the block to the group home. See what them boys on. Looking out for them men, making them feel like who? Mike Jones. Mike Jones. Mike Jones. Mike Jones. Mike Jones. 4 days and 3 nights. Lux, get your flight right. Tune in to Biz 1, 7 p.m. on Wednesday night. Fashion talk, let's not forget where you get your fashion pick. Latest fashion in the mix. Yeah, you know it's gonna be lit. Ow. 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 Lady Lux. Lady Lux. Lady Lux. Lady Lux. Ow. Ow. Lady Lux. Yeah.
Yeah, we got some products for you. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but I got that lipo in a jar, y'all, and we got a weight loss challenge. So if you're interested in it, hit me up at Kimberly Devine Lux. Make sure you don't hit Kimberly Devine Lux because that's been hacked. I don't know why they want to hack it, but it's okay. I also have some scalp therapy. If you have any issues with hair growth or your edges, make sure you check that out. And then we got here our body butter for both men and women. And it smells delicious.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so we also have our Ace bandages wraps that we use with our lipo in a jar. Use it twice a day. You drink a gallon of water. You eat no beef, no pork, nothing white. That's bread, rice, anything like that. No pop, no sweets. I guarantee you, if you do this starting now, by the end of March, you will lose 30 pounds. I'm serious. You also got to do some type of exercise during that time. At least 30 minutes. If it's a walk, if it's whatever, crunches, sit-ups, something like that. But yeah, it's real and it's working. And I'm so happy because it's my product. It's my product. This is what I thought of. And my friends thought I was crazy, but I got some other products that I'm working on, and they thought I was crazy about that, but I ain't crazy. Lipo in a jar is the bomb, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, get that. It's only $15, and it's also in beauty salons and it's in barbershops. So you don't have to just get it from me. You don't have to order it online. It's in the city. In Cincinnati, it's all around. So people been supporting me, letting me put it in their shop. Thank you, Michelle. Yes. And so, we're gonna introduce our guest today. We have Miss Michelle.
Michelle Lamb.
Michelle.
Yes.
Michelle. And let me tell y'all something. She don't know this, but She been my idol for years.
Oh.
Talk about fashion.
Oh.
This girl, she has her own unique fashion, and she been shy for years.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And I met her through my ex, my kid's father, Douglas Johnson, who's no longer around, but he's still in our heart. Matter of fact, he had a birthday yesterday. So happy birthday, DJ.
Yes.
Yeah, she been shy, but she got all kind of stuff going on. And then we have Kelly Schweitzer here. Kelly is are you married?
No, not married.
Okay,
No.
she's a girlfriend of B Love, who's the general manager here, and she just happened to come to my store, and B Love said, "Come and check her out because she has some unique products." And so she came down, she picked out this dress. I didn't know when she was gonna wear it, but she wore it, and baby, the lights on that dress, it was out of sight. So I said, "Honey, you got to be a model for me." So she's here.
Yes.
So, Kelly, tell us about yourself.
I am a nurse of 25 years. I am a mother of 3 grown children. I have 3 grandchildren, 2 and 1 on the way. So, I am an inventor, an entrepreneur. I actually invented, glove saver, which it actually saves gloves that drop to the floor so that you can still use them. So
Okay,
I'm
you
working
talking
on
about
that.
the plastic gloves?
Yep, the rubber
Okay.
gloves that fall, like when you pull them out of the
Uh-huh.
box. Yep. If they drop to the ground, you can't use them in the medical facilities. So this actually saves them, so you can still continue to use them, and we don't waste them.
Okay, so what is it? Is it a spray?
No, it's a box that actually just the gloves fall into. It attaches to like the carts that you use, like the computer carts and stuff that they put the gloves on, or the boxes that they put the gloves into. So it'll attach to that to catch the gloves from
Wow.
falling to the ground.
What made
Yep.
you think of that?
I'm actually a facility administrator, and I had to explain why we were over in gloves. And so I kept thinking of ways to save money on gloves, and it just came to me in a dream one night, and I invented it the next day.
And so the hospital was receptive. And
Yeah, yep. I'm still working on actually promoting the product and doing all that, but it is actually patent pending right now. So I'm waiting for the patent to go all the way through. But yeah, that's what I'm still working on right now. But yeah.
Okay.
So does the box sterilize the gloves?
Well, you got to remember that the gloves are clean when you pull them out, so
Okay.
it's not a sterile. That's never sterile, but it is a clean surface. So you can wipe that out with bleach, or you can wipe it out with a disinfectant wipe. But you don't have to, because technically it's still considered clean as long as you're not contaminating it with something else like blood or anything like that. So,
But
yeah.
if it dropped to the floor, then
it's done. Yeah, if
Okay.
it drops to the floor, then it's done.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, you
Okay,
can't
so-
use the gloves.
Okay,
anymore.
so when can you use it after?
So if the gloves drop into the box, you can still use the gloves. But if you drop the gloves to the ground, you cannot use those gloves anymore. They're
Okay.
considered contaminated.
Okay. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they dropped to the floor or just out of the
They
box.
drop into a box,
Okay,
basically, into a
okay.
container that keeps them clean.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
So Kelly had on this wonderful customized dress from Lady Devine on New Year's, and she got so many likes, and everybody was like, "Wow!" I said, "Kelly, you got to come and be a model for it represents Lady Devine," and she said yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So tell us, what do you think that you could contribute to Devine Lux and Lady Devine?
Well, I'm passionate. Like, I love fashion anyway, so I feel like I wear things really well. I have a
Yes.
nice body. Like, I mean, not trying to brag or anything like that.
Oh, you
I
should.
have a nice
You
body.
should.
I have a nice
Toot your
body.
own horn.
Yeah. I mean, if I put on the right things, I know what to put on to bring my body out, I think. So
And
I
that's
think I can do
important.
that, yeah.
Because a lot of
Very.
people don't know how to put on clothes for their body.
Right,
They
right.
don't.
And you do, and you have to wear things that fit your body correctly. I'm very good with fashion just in general. Like, I have a good sense of what looks good together. So I think that's what I can contribute, like how things look and and give my opinion on what would look well together. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So would you mind standing up and turning around, do a twirl?
Doing a
So
twirl.
they can see.
I didn't know I was going to be on camera, but I mean, this is my everyday kind of the way I dress.
This
so.
is her everyday.
This is my everyday, but yeah. When I get dressed, for real, yeah.
So you're dressed really nice today.
Well, thank you.
I was just gonna say you look nice
Yeah.
and classy, so
Yeah, this is my everyday look kind of thing.
So we
Well, that's a
definitely
good
welcome
everyday.
you.
Yeah,
We
thank
welcome
you.
you to Devine Lux. We have some great things going on. We have a trip at the end of April going to Durham, North Carolina. So we'll give you more information on that. But welcome and thank you because you rocked that, girl.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was selling that dress. Yep.
Yeah.
For
So
sure.
you got to make sure you send that to Juanita so she can get that on film.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, our other guest is Michelle Lamb, and as I said, she's a person of many things. So she's always been into fashion. She has her barbershop. She also does something with the health organization. She'll talk about, and then she has her own project that she's working on with fashion. So, without further ado, Miss Michelle.
Hello, I'm Michelle Lamb. I'm the owner of the Airport Barber and Nail Studio in Hartwell. And like Kimberly said, I've been in the industry for 33 years, being a nail technician since 1989. And in 2008, I went back and got my barber's license.
So, excuse me, let me interrupt. When you first started, you was in College Hill, right?
No,
Were you
when
doing nails?
I was doing nails in college.
Okay,
yes,
okay,
yes.
yes, I remember.
So I just got, well, not just because we're 22, but I went to barber school in 2007 when the economy failed. Remember that?
Mhm.
And so I went to barber school at that time and received my barber license in 2008 and opened up the airport in 2010.
And what's the location again?
It's at 8358 Vine Street. Come and see me. And Miss Kimberly Devine's products is there also.
Yes,
So come and
thank
get
you.
some. That body butter is off the chain.
Yeah.
And so you really have to try it. Come down and see me. But I also, I do so many things and have done things in the past, basically just to help my community. Right now, I am a healthcare advocate under the University of Maryland. I was chosen out of hundreds of salons and barbershops throughout the United States to represent Ohio. So I did vaccine clinics from my barbershop. Okay. And at the end of the COVID hype, they chose 10 barber and beauty salons around the United States, and I was one that was chosen
Wow.
to continue on.
Yeah.
Yeah. To continue on with healthcare, then helping people advocate on their healthcare in the African American community, because as you know, we're always the lowest on the totem pole. So it's my job, my duty, as part of the community to help my community with their healthcare knowledge. I'm not a doctor nor a nurse, but I can lead you to the right places. So that's what I'm doing now, and I'm working very hard at that. And also, I created a personality.
Excuse me, Michelle.
Yes.
But is it true that I just seen that it's a new strand that's coming out for COVID?
It's already out.
Okay, so
Mhm.
people should start getting their boosters. Am I correct?
Well, what I'm suggesting to people, and everybody won't agree with me, okay, especially in our community.
Right.
As you know, our healthcare, I mean, we can look at people around that we know that's dying every day. You know what I'm saying? That either find out something later about their health or, it just comes up. So, yes, I suggest that you get your boosters.
How bad is the strand?
Well, it's the new booster. They said cover it. Is that correct?
That's correct.
The new booster.
Because we just had flu and then we had
RSV
yeah, RSV.
and
And then
COVID.
the new
Well, the COVID actually cases are high here in Ohio. They're going back up. Whereas-
So are they hospitalized?
They are.
Okay.
And you could contest to
Mhm.
that, couldn't you? Yes, so right now, COVID is going back up, we're in the red. RSV and the flu has gone down, it has plateaued. But what I suggest to people, for me, like the way I run my business, I'm still doing masks, you know what I mean? Because I'm self-employed. So if COVID run through my business, I have to shut it down. That
Yeah.
means nobody's making money.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm still on that guideline for my business. I also, when you come in, if you don't have a mask, I give you a mask. If you're going out of town or a family member, I have COVID test kits. So I'm really trying to advocate for the community, just period. You know what I mean? So, and then in October, I'm laying in the bed one day and I said, wow, I would love to get African American women that I admire from afar in whatever they're doing, career, fashion, whatever, to get them together and do a photo shoot. And I called it the Personality Project. And so I think I had maybe 12 women that I invited, and I wanted them to bring their personality, but through their fashion. Because none of us are the same. Everybody does something different, and it was very unique. It was very, very
Yes,
nice.
the pictures
And
were very
Thank
nice.
you. And so I hope to continue that. Just to bring awareness and feel good about us. You know what I'm saying? Because in our community, as everybody knows, it's just some are doing well, some. I'm the type of person like this, and I think I can speak for Kim on this, what I've experienced with her. When you're in a business or doing something, you always have to pull up someone with you. You know, I hear people so much say, oh, I did this on my own. Well, no, you didn't.
Mhm.
I mean, if it wasn't nothing but advice,
Yes.
guidance, a helping hand, you know, people, that's what we need to do, just as a community, period. And so that's what I'm doing. So, yeah.
Yeah. So when I seen the pictures, I was just like, wow, those are really beautiful pictures. And the people that I knew, it's like the expressions that they had with their outfits, it was them.
Yeah.
It was definitely them.
Yeah.
I said, Michelle, is there any way we could collaborate? Because that was a beautiful thing you could do. And she said, sure.
Yeah.
You know, yes, we're gonna do some things
We're gonna
together,
do
so.
some things together in the future. And I just wanna say, my daughter, my college, fourth year college student, done all the photographs. So this was a great experience for her also. So if anybody ever needs photography, please look her up, Destin Allen. She's on Facebook. So, yeah, it just all came together really quick. I mean, it was just like a thought in my mind. I called some people, had some people to tell some people, and I just brought it together like that. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
awesome.
So,
That's awesome.
and everybody was like, oh my God, I feel honored that you would ask me to do that, because you could have done the photo shoot by yourself.
Yeah.
But I wanted to bring women of all ages, all complexions, all heights, all weights together, and let's do this. So it turned out really well.
That is DJ spinning kid. He's having some issues.
I was
on Facebook. We're
Kim,
gonna
hand me
see.
that body butter.
So we have body butter for men and women.
It will go off.
This
Okay.
guy is, what's wrong with him?
I
He's
just
gonna
wanted
have to help.
want to say that this Kimberly Devine body butter is off the chain. I mean, really, every customer, men and women, that's been coming sitting in my chair, I have them to rub their. It is really, really good. So we will have this at the airport, and
Yes.
also she has lipo in a jar, which I'm just starting to use it. I don't really need to lose some weight, honey. I really need some weight. But I do have a little small tummy, so I'm going to see how that works for me. Also, a leave-in detangler, which is actually a leave-in conditioner. I love it. My hair is curly textured, and it seems to have done well on my hair. So,
I appreciate it.
yeah,
I really do.
yeah.
And you know, it's all about sisterhood, and sisterhood does not have a color.
That is
Sisterhood
true.
is sisterhood, and that's what it's supposed to be about. Us supporting one another. We all have ideas, and like Michelle said, nobody does everything by themselves. They need somebody to either have an ear or to have some type of support. And I mean, really, because it's hard to be out here doing everything by yourself. So I really appreciate those that I've been able to go to and talk to and say, hey, what about this? What about that? And they've given me some good support. Some haven't. Some people think because you're doing the same thing that they're doing that we're enemies.
Right.
And we're not enemies because it's so many people out here that need our services. It's no way one person can take care of all of them. It's no way. So spread the love. It's okay. It's not competitive. It really is not. It's all about sharing your love for one another, and that's what I appreciate. I'm constantly thinking of different things. You know, it's not just the body butter or stuff. My mind constantly goes. I guess that's why I don't sleep so much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of. I do have the Lady Devine, and I do have some awesome pieces, but I'm thinking of some other things that can help our sisters and our brothers out there. I want to leave a legacy for my grandchildren, and this is why I'm working so hard right now to try to get them to embrace it and to get others to embrace it so it can carry on once I'm gone. And I think that's where our community fails, because once that person leaves here, then everything just goes by the side, and it shouldn't be that way. Because other people, they have it all in place. When Johnny dies, it goes down to little Johnny, to little Susie, and everything else. So we gotta get on this. We gotta quit thinking that it's about competition. We gotta quit being crabs in a barrel, and we gotta support each other. So that's my spiel.
Yeah.
If anybody have any questions, feel free to dial into the Busy One station. Let's see what the number is.
Also, I want to say one thing on something Kimberly said. When you look at, for instance, African American beauty salons, barbershop, no one's thinking about competition because there's one or two on every corner. Okay?
It is.
When you think about fashion, there's Gucci, there's Chanel, there's all these other people. So in our community, don't always think that we're trying to be competitive. It's not. It's about everybody's trying to get the bag. And we have to help each other get the bag. You know, so that was a good point that you made about, leaving a legacy.
Yes.
Also, us working together. And you won't with everyone. You won't. But those that will embrace you, embrace your ideals, embrace your product, there are people that will.
So that's what we look for.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have questions, feel free to call us at 386-9412. That's 386-9412. so we're gonna take a break right now, and we'll be right back, y'all. Thanks for tuning in to Fashion Talk. Thank you. Hey y'all, welcome back to Fashion Talk. I'm Lady Devine. You're here with Busy One Radio. We got Spin and Ken here. We have Kelly and we have Michelle. And we're gonna talk about some fashion. And Michelle made a point, she talked about how she shops. And I'm gonna let her talk about that.
Well, I was telling Kimberly a lot of times things that I wear, I recreate it. Okay. I have things that's old. I buy the type of clothes that's timeless. That's what I like, timeless fashion. That, okay, you wear it for this year, but you know eventually it's gonna come back and you're gonna have it.
So you keep it in your closet?
Oh yeah, I keep it in my closet. From leather to cotton to whatever, shoes. I mean, I don't know if you guys, I'm a denim girl. You know, there for a while, denim had kind of faded away. You see it's back. Well, I got denim. I mean, denim that like they're wearing now. So, you know, I might add something to it because I'm good at that. Taking a pair of shoes or a book and just adding something to it and give it a whole new statement. So that's what I like to do.
So do you add to the shoes? You said like
I add to my shoes.
So you'll put some denim on it or something like
Well,
that?
I might add like, I don't know if you guys seen a leg wrap that you kind of put at your ankle or over your boots. That's what I do. I take it and create it to something totally different. But that's what I like to do because I never like to see myself. And although I'm sure I have clothes like everyone else, some things, you know, you might see yourself, but by the time I do it, it won't look like theirs.
Right.
At all.
That's right. So you the clothes wear you.
Yes.
Yes. Everybody got to remember that everyone doesn't look the same in every piece of clothing. Some things are for some people and some things are for other people.
Yes.
And you got to know your body type and you got to know what's going to look good when and where. You got to know how to put things together too, like timeless fashions.
Yes.
Like she said, she go back and get her some denim
I always say
wrap.
pull it out the archives.
And there you go. And people like, girl, where'd you get that?
You know, but yeah.
I know, because she be shy. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Kim.
I always
I
have.
try.
Yes.
I just do my own thing. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say I'm the best or I wear the best. I'm not, you know, I got designers.
But you got that eye for fashion.
Old designers. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So style is just something you possess. Everybody don't have style.
Well, I feel like you can go into Walmart and find a cute outfit if you know how to put things together. Like that's really it does not matter if it's Gucci or if it's Louis Vuitton or any of that. Because I like you said, I have those kind of things as well. But some of the things I prefer, like I buy at Lerner, New York, or I buy different places that I like the way that they look on me.
Yeah.
You know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But so
and that's what it's about. What looks good on you. That's all it's about. You know, it's what I notice is, especially these days more than ever, everyone wants people to know they got Gucci on. You know, I got Gucci on and you don't know it's Gucci unless you know Gucci.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Those to me are called label.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
they want you to see it.
Right.
So that it's a status. It really ain't a status.
Yeah.
It probably ain't even real.
Right.
That's
You know what I'm saying? It ain't come out the bookstore. It came from the what they call it, no, they don't help the hair mission. But it came from the China people, basically. And you putting it on, you sporting that Gucci, and it really ain't Gucci. But you got to do that because you want other people to look at you like, oh, I'm this and I'm that, but it's really not.
I feel like if it looks good, it looks good.
That's right,
It don't matter if it's a label or not. If you can afford them, you can afford them. But I don't be trying to keep up with the Joneses. I stay within my budget. And I still look decent. I mean, I don't look like y'all, but
Oh.
you know, I still need
you
a little
beautiful.
fashion help. But
Beautiful.
you know what I mean? Like, that's the biggest thing is everybody thinks they need to have designer. Like, it's a necessity, and it's definitely not.
No, it's
To me,
not.
it's a luxury. That's if
It's
I
a
buy
luxury.
something
There you go.
label, it's because I'm treating myself. You know,
Right.
I don't go out every week and go buy something Gucci or Coach or whatever. And it shouldn't be that because there's fashion in all different brands, all different stores. But like she said, if it looks good on me, I'm gonna buy it. You know, that's
Right.
how I feel.
And I'll tell you this, I don't shop anything but sales.
Yeah,
So-
Me too.
So if it
Clearance
ain't on-
rack.
If it ain't on sale or that clearance rack, it ain't going in my closet.
Right.
I don't pay no
That's
regular
a
price
great-
for nothing.
Me either.
I do not.
Can I tell you, that's a great point.
Yes.
And that's who I am too. And anyone who I shop with locally know that. And I can go into a big department store in other cities or states, and that's where I'm going.
Straight to the
Because
clearance rack.
let me just tell you guys this. This was in the 90s or the early 2000s. Real quick story. I saw these jeans that I wanted. I was in Las Vegas, okay? The jeans were a whole lot of money, and I was like, nah. But a couple of years later, I found those same jeans in New York City at a discount store. Same jeans. They were a couple of years older, but do we really know that they were a couple of years older? So no, I like sales too. Sales are very important,
Yes.
and they're going to save you some money.
Yes, yes. So you don't have to spend all your money on fashion because it's not necessary. You know, shop reasonable. Now, when you want to go out and you want to be extravagant because you have a special occasion, it's okay to
Right.
splurge.
It's okay to
But
splurge
every
a
day
little.
wearing clothes, y'all, we can do better because really in the African American community, we spend billions and billions of dollars on clothing and shoes, but we don't have no life insurance.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Yeah.
wrong with
That is
that?
so true.
We don't have no health insurance. So
And
we
go
gotta
fund
we
it.
gotta start and say,
I was just talking, not over talking you, but I was saying GoFundMe is not insurance.
no, yeah, GoFundMe is
No.
not insurance. Them chicken and fish dinners is not insurance. That's putting your people in a bind at a time where they already grieving. So find somebody to get some health insurance. It could be $30, $40 a month, y'all. And you spend more than that on a week and wasting your money. And then your kids don't have nothing when you're gone. So it's important that we change our mindsets, y'all. This 2023. Change your mindset. Make that be one of the things that you work on this year. I'm changing my mindset. I'm not giving people my money that don't deserve my money. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave a legacy for my children and my grandchildren. And that's what's up for me. You know what I'm saying? This is why I'm doing this. I don't have to do this. It's a hobby for me. And I love fashion. I've always have been into fashion. So when I got the opportunity, when I wasn't doing nothing during COVID, I'm like, I think I'm gonna start my own clothing line. I'm gonna do an online store and I'm gonna open up my store. Well, I didn't open up my store until a year later, but I love it. It's a hobby, and I love when I see my clients in their outfits and they shining, cause they be shining. I don't just buy anything. I buy something you gonna stand out in the crowd, and somebody gonna say, "Girl, where did you get that from?" You know what I'm saying? And that's me. I like to be different. I've always liked to be different.
And there's nothing wrong with different.
Yes, nothing
It's
wrong with
uniquely
different.
you.
Yes, uniquely me.
Yes.
I like sophisticated. Cause my mama was like that. My mama she went to the doctor sharp
Okay.
in her best dress and heels, and I'm like, "Where you going, mama?" I'm going to the doctor. I used to be like, they dress up like that to go to the doctor, but they did. Back in the day, they were sharp.
Yes,
You know,
that
the
was.
men's was sharp. They had on their suits. They had on their hats.
Mhm.
They had on their shoes. And that's the first thing I look at when I look at a man. I look at their shoes like,
Yeah, absolutely. You
they
better.
going up. And that them teeth better be looking good
You
too.
better, okay?
You know what?
You know what I'm
I
saying?
like the 1920s to the 1940s, how they dressed.
Oh,
they were
yes.
always fancy
Always
with the
fancy.
gloves and
Yeah.
their hair pinned up. Like, I just love that look. I feel like that's the most sophisticated look. That's a time where you didn't dress down. You
Yeah,
dressed up. When you
yes.
stepped out, you stepped out. Yes. And I loved
Not
it.
a lot of places in Cincinnati where you can go and
Not
step
anymore.
out.
I know.
Not anymore.
And that's
Now,
so
we
unfortunate.
used to, remember, in the early 2000s,
Yes.
late 90s. But I think things have changed as far as people who are more casual, comfortable, unless they're going to a big event or
Mhm.
a fair.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, yeah. So it's changed.
It's changed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. She said yes, Swinny King. What you be saying out there?
Well, she made the comment about how women was dressed up in the 20s, 30s,
Men and women.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Respectable.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all deserve that respect now.
Yes.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
But-
I'm going to say this.
I was just, yeah.
This
okay,
is how I
okay.
feel about the situation.
I just asked the question.
I will
Don't dress
say
up now,
they
so.
did dress more classy, more conservative back then. And that's my thing. You don't necessarily have to wear skimpy clothes to look nice.
Right.
And that's what this new generation is allowing everybody to believe, and how their mindsets are nowadays is that if it's not skimpy, if it's not short, if it's not showing cleavage, then it's not sexy. And that's just not true. Because like I was saying, the 1920s, the 30s, they were dressed up sharp, but they were covered up and they still looked good.
So my answer was right.
Yes, you are. I agree. I agree with you.
I mean, I remember seeing my dad dressed up and he's greeting somebody and he's taking off his hat and he's nodding.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's the type of
Opening doors.
yes, opening
Yes.
doors. I mean, I
Pulling
love
out your
that
chair.
because nowadays you could see a nice woman and I will compliment you in a minute, you know.
Yes, you
But
do.
they would say,
Yeah.
like, are you funny or something? No, I'm not funny because I like the way you got it on. You look nice, lady.
Mm-hmm.
I love your car. You know, whatever.
Yes.
But we have a whole different mindset these days that
Mhm.
what is this woman doing? Why is she complimenting me?
They
It's a
look at it as
compliment.
shade. In their mind, it's like you're either shading me or you're trying to be funny. But in all reality, you're just giving them a compliment. But the way the minds are today, everybody's so in competition, and it's a popularity contest, and it's about what you have or what you can do for people. You can't be genuinely give somebody a compliment without it meaning something extra. And it's sad.
Yeah.
I agree with that. And I know I'm the oldest one in this room right now, and I agree with that. I feel like my generation was the last ones that really understood what it means to take a compliment, to be genuine, to uplift each other. Like after that, these 20-year-olds and teenagers and everything, they're the ones that are getting this image in their head that everything is either you're hating or you're throwing shade. They don't take it as a compliment. And that's sad. It's like you can't even give them a compliment. You can't even smile at people because they'll look at you like, what's she smiling for? Like, oh my God, I can't just smile or say hi, how you doing? You can't. You really can't nowadays. And it's sad because it shouldn't be like that. It is sad.
I mean, it's so sad that today I was going into a facility and there was a young lady in front of me. So I'm on my crutch, right?
Mm-hmm.
She goes in and shuts the door right behind her. She didn't hold the door and say, hey, would you like some help in?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow.
Mm-mm.
This is really a sad world
Mhm.
that we're living in.
That reminds me of when I went to the hospital, the emergency room, Christ Hospital, and it was like packed. And it was 1,000 people in there, and this elderly couple came in and they needed somewhere to sit. Me and my husband gave up our seat. Nobody else, everybody's just looking, watching them stand
Right.
there, knowing, and I wasn't raised like that. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way Even if
right.
I don't care if I'm in pain or I'm sick or I'm hurting, if you're older or if I see that you're
Right.
struggling, I'm going to offer my seat to you.
Right.
I'm going to offer to help you open the door.
Right.
Like, I just don't understand it. And that's why I can't get with a lot of people nowadays. I kind of stay to myself just because of that fact of how people are. It's like they're not, what's the word I'm looking for?
Self-absorbed, self-centered.
That, and they're not genuine. Like they're just like you said, self-centered. Yes, they only care about themselves.
Right.
They don't respect their
Others.
elders. They don't respect people that are, even when you try to give young folks advice, they take it as, oh, you're hating, you don't know what you're talking about, or this and that. In all reality, it's like sometimes that advice is good. There is something that is considered as constructive criticism. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And it's okay to take criticism. It's okay to get advice from people. I just don't understand. Like nowadays, it's
When
crazy.
when I see young men with their pants down, I pull them to the side and say, "Excuse me, can you pull your pants up?
Mhm.
And let me tell you why. Do you know what this
That
really means?
Yes.
Do you really know what this means?
Yes.
What does it mean? Look, I'm lost on that.
It means this happened in the jailhouse.
Oh.
This is when they
Yep.
pulled their pants down.
Yep.
That was to tell the other people that the men that I'm
It's
one
okay.
of those. It's okay if you move me.
Oh no.
Oh yes, that's what
Yeah.
it means. And our young people don't know. They just doing it.
And they
not,
think it's
not
cute.
only is it messing up your hips, you're telling people that it's okay that somebody can enter you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
And you can talk to them to
Well, speaking
Take
on
all
that,
off.
the young men that come in my barbershop, I make them pull their pants up. One, I don't want to see your underpants or
Right.
whatever you have up under there. And like you said, I always explain to them, do you know what that means?
Right.
But that just goes to show you how many people are followers
Mm-hmm.
versus leaders.
That.
You know what I mean?
we don't have these no
And
more.
what you were saying, young lady, about the respect,
Right.
that starts at home.
It does. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? But these days, no one wants you to parent their kid. There's
Mhm.
no more village, basically, is what
At
I'm
all.
saying.
Are we on
Yeah.
talk? Because Barry said he can't hear us at all.
Yes, we are on top. And
you
the
have
mics are up.
record. You have record.
Yes, record is on. Yeah, on air is on, and the mics are up. Sorry, y'all, having a little technical difficulties, but yes, I definitely do agree with you on that. It's how you were raised, and that's why I said, my mom didn't raise me like that, so I would feel ashamed if I know I'm sitting there and I can open the door or help somebody, and it doesn't matter. Even if I'm in line and somebody doesn't have enough to pay for what they're paying for, I'll ask them, how much do you need? Here you go. I give stuff to homeless people. This is just me genuinely being a genuine person. I'm not doing it so I can get congratulations or anything like that. And I feel like it's sad that a lot of people have to post on social media when they do a good deed. I think if it's
Right.
genuine, you don't got to post about it. Now, if somebody else posts and shouts you out, that's different. But when you're posting about it, I feel like you're bragging. You want some brownie points for what you're doing. If it's genuine, you shouldn't have to announce it. That's just how I feel, personally. Somebody named T Sim said, "Hello, everyone."
Hi.
All right, bro.
Okay,
Continue to do that.
it's 7.
Continue to do
Okay, it's 7:55. So if you guys want to wrap up and shout out your socials, let everybody know your contact information, how to reach you guys, all of that.
So go ahead, Michelle.
Miss Shelley Lamb at the Airport Barber and Beauty Studio, located at 8358 Vine Street, 45216-513-289-9513. Thank you, Kimberly, for inviting me tonight.
Thank you, Michelle.
I so
Love you.
appreciate it. And we will be working together.
Yes.
And remember, Kimberly Products will be at the airport.
Thank you. That's so special. Yes.
I got you, girl.
So I'm a little bit more private, but my Facebook account is Kelly Schweitzer Walton. But that's pretty much. I've got TikTok and Instagram, but I'm more a little private just because I'm a professional, so I've got to be very careful about what I'm doing on social media. So that's all I got.
But go
for you.
check out her
Sorry.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did an amazing job.
Yeah, that TikTok. Whoa.
I have to learn how to do that.
Yeah,
girl.
it was fun. It was fun. Yeah.
Kim, don't forget to shout out your own socials as well.
My social, Facebook, you guys, make sure you go to Kimberly Devine Lux, because the Kimberly Devine Lux has been hacked. I don't know what they're doing with it, but they're sending out friendship requests. They're trying to sell clothes. So I just pray that somebody does not get caught up in that, because I had to take a disclaimer. It's not me, and there's nothing I can do. I've tried to contact Facebook. I've tried to hire people to unhack it, and basically they just keep trying to get money from you. So I don't know what to do. I just said forget it. I cried all day one day, and I just said forget it. So also I'm on Instagram, Kimberly Devine Lux. No, it's Devine Lux on Instagram. I'm on TikTok, Devine Lux. I'm on YouTube, Devine Lux, and I'm also on Twitter, Devine Lux.
Lady Devine Lux.
Lady Devine Lux. Okay, because my social media person had to change it, because it was like Kimberly Devine Lux 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I said, what is that?
It was like that. It's like that standard name they
Yeah.
give you when you first start.
Yes, but you can reach me all the time. I'm at 513-480-9200. My boutique is located at 800 Compton Road, Unit 17, by appointment only, because my time with you is for you. So remember that.
Yes.
And this year, like I said, I'm going to be sewing. So I'm looking forward to making my own pieces, Lady Devine pieces. And there'll be something simple. I'm not doing nothing extravagant because I don't know how. But, I'm learning. And we have Spinning Kid here, who is he does his show on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Tell about your show on Saturday, and then we have a show tonight.
We got the Uncle Spin show. That's from 12 to 2. The midday show. Check me out. I'll be hitting all the hottest mixes. And I may throw the old school up in every now and then. So check it out. The midday show. This one radio on between 12 and 2.
Okay, and then tonight?
Tonight, we got the Lovers and Friends show. I will be representing all men, Captain Samuel, T.D. Jakes, defending all men.
Okay, we cut. See y'all 8 o'clock. As we always do, we do the Soul Train line. So we gonna do a little dancing, do a little Soul Train line, and I thank you all for tuning in. See you at 8 o'clock. If y'all can stay up, keep your eyes open, because this one right here, he off the chain. Okay, so he gonna keep you laughing. But I love you all. Thank you. Kisses. Be safe out there, y'all. Think about some of the things that we talked about. You don't have to agree. This is not any of the viewers of Busy One or myself, but it's a what's really real out here. So I thank you again. If your salon is interested in having, or barbershop interested in having my products in the store, make sure you give me a call, 480-9500. And I thank you. I love the world. I love you guys. Let's do some things that keep us positive, and let's do some things that keep the negativity away, because you're gonna live longer. Because stress is something else, y'all. Stress will kill you, for real. But smooches, I see you at 8 o'clock. Is that what we're supposed to do? Our Soul Train line?
Just my first time doing the fancy show. I don't know what do y'all do Soul Train line.
You first.
We usually do it to some old school music.
I didn't even. I had no idea that y'all. I'm learning. I'm sorry. I'm learning.
Okay, we're off air there for now.
Who we call?
Rock the boat. We old school. You know all that.
Yeah, okay. Let's go to the old school jams. Yeah.
Right there.
Well, right there. You want that? I didn't know I had that.
Make sure y'all follow Queenie to Be and NG Management NG Media Productions. Sorry, I have a separate company too. But NG Media Productions, y'all go like it on Facebook and on TikTok, on Twitter, on Instagram, and Queenie the Bee.
Oh, I forgot to shout out my little person in my shop, Miss Majesty. She did my face today, y'all. So check her out. She's in the store. She's doing everything, nails and makeup. So I can't really do it too much because it's just me. But
I was getting ready to say, honey, you just,
Okay. Let's go here, y'all.
hey,
Go Michelle. Go Michelle. Go Michelle. Go Michelle.
hey,
Go Kelly. Go Kelly. Oh, go Kelly. Go Kelly. Go Kelly. Go Kelly.
Girl, I know you be turning the party down.
Go kid. Go kid. Go kid. Go kid. Go kid.
y'all kidding us around, I see him in my
Ganita. And I ain't gonna do nothing, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I see y'all next week, y'all. Love you.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you. I got some body butter.